We're at our long road farm and we're going to continue our field tour. I wanted to show you some more fantastic trees that are going to be available for fall and spring. Our first tree on our list today is going to be multi-stem redbud. As you can see here, this is a gorgeous tree and it's an 84-inch multi-stem. Here we have 1 3/4 and 2-inch Magnolia Elizabeth. And as you can see, these are very full-headed trees and very sought after. Magnolia Elizabeth, 1 3/4 to 2-inch. This block here we have some really nice, actually 1 3/4 all the way up to 3-inch on these Crimson Kings. I'm at the other end of the row. You can see here these are 1 3/4 and 2-inch on those Crimson Kings. Wow, check out these beautiful 2-inch single stem redbuds. Our next plant on our walk today, I came across these. Here we have 2 to 2.5-inch snow fountain cherries. These are base bud plants. Gorgeous full plants all the way to the base. Here we're looking at some picture perfect 2.5, 3-inch, predominantly 3-inch Valley Forge elms. Here we have some showstopper Quercus bicolor. We're looking at 3 to 3.5 inch on these guys, and they're just gorgeous. This is a very unique tree. We have a tree form. This is Cornus Moss Golden Glory, and they just explode with flowers in the spring. These are 2-inch single stem. Wow, look at this. Here we have a 72-inch multi-stem. This is forest pansy. You know, if you like singles in forest pansy, you'll love these. Here we have 1 3/4 to 2-inch single stem forest pansy. Wow, check these plants out. Here we have 1 3/4 and 2-inch Cercis covey, the weeping redbud, otherwise known as lavender twist. Once we walked through the field, we came across some beautiful Prunus sargents, and these are 1 3/4 and 2-inch trees. Wow, check these out. Here we have 2 to 2.5-inch, and these are red sunsets. Here we're looking at 2.5 to 3-inch Jeffers red and 3-inch greenspires. Picture perfect heads on one. Here we have 10 to 12 foot, and these are multi-stem Jeffers red. You know, walking out of that row, I had to show you, look at the consistency on those greenspire lindens. Again, these are 2.5 and 3 inches. Wow, check these out. I'll try to get a little closer look, but this is Betula Royal Frost. Each individual stem has been staked. These are gorgeous plants. They're 8 to 10 foot Royal Frost. The tree we're looking at now are 2-inch Triumph elms. And here we have 10 to 12 foot clump form Heritage Birch or Cully. As you can see, every one of these trunks have a support on them to train them to be nice and straight. You know, working our way through this field again, we came across some more Triumph elms, and these are 2 to 2.5 inch. We're working our way across this field here. As you know, most nurseries have some hidden treasures, and I think this is one of them. These are 2.5 to 3-inch Quercus alba. I come across another block. These are a little larger. These are probably closer to 12 foot on those multi-stem Heritage Birch. We have more of these beautiful 2.5 to 3-inch Crimson Kings. Look at the heads on these guys. Nice consistent shape. Here we have a linden, that's our own variety. This is Firecracker linden. Wow, look at the fruit set on these trees this year. These are 1 3/4 and 2-inch Crataegus enormis. Next, walking through the farm here, you see a block of 2-inch Ivory Silk. And as we're walking through, we're just getting into a block of Amelanchier trees. The first one we're looking at here is Cumulus, and it's got a little more upright habit. We also have Autumn Blaze, and that'll be next on our list. Yeah, and here we have 1 3/4 Autumn Brilliance. You can see they're a little more open. Beautiful tree. Here we're looking at a few larger. These are 2-inch plus on those Crataegus enormis. And again, the fruit set on these this year is just, here we're looking at 2 to 3-inch Acer Crimson Century. Now this row of trees I'm going to show you is an improved red maple called Sun Valley. And here's another look at that row of Sun Valley. You can see nice consistent heads and shapes. Wow, look at these beautiful Green Mountain sugar maples. Here we're looking at 2 to 2.5 inch. Wow, look at these Carpinus. Aren't these gorgeous? Just picture perfect. And here we have another block of those gorgeous Green Mountain Sugar Maples. These are 2 to 2.5 inch caliper and beautiful. Yeah, in the background there, this is more of those Quercus bicolors. They're just picture perfect. Well, here we have some beautiful 1 3/4 and 2 inch Crimson King. We've seen quite a few larger ones, but as you can see, we've got a nice selection of 1 3/4 to 2 inch. Here we have another variety of Carpinus. This is Franz Fontaine. This is an improved variety. As you can see, they're gorgeous shape to them, and they're 2 to 2.5 inch caliper and right around 10 foot in height. Here we have some beautiful 3 inch Regal Prince oaks. Right next to those Regal Prince, look at these heads. This is 2 inch Quercus rubrum. It's going to be hard to fit these bad boys in. Here we have 2.5 to 3.5, and these are Quercus macrocarpa. I caught a space in the block here so you can get a good look at the heads on these beautiful trees. Again, this is Quercus macrocarpa. Here's another good look at our lindens. This is a block of greenspire. And again, this is a 2.5 to 3 inch block, but look at the size of these heads. Well, we have a few more of those beautiful oaks there, and look at these beauties. This is Crimson Century, and these are 2.5 and 3 inch caliper. And I'm just going to pan down this block. You can see these are just gorgeous plants. I'm going to pan through this row here. You can see these are beautiful 2 to 2.5 inch skyline locust. Oh, and here we have some more of those beautiful 2 inch ivory silk tree lilacs. Here we're looking at a nice uniform block. These are Frank's Red or Red Sunset, and this is 2 inch trees here, so you can see they're really nicely trimmed and shaped. And this will give you another look at those gorgeous 2 to 2.5 inch Frank's Red or Red Sunset. And here's another block of those Crimson Centuries. And we're coming to an end of the row, so I wanted to give a little bit better look again at these gorgeous skyline locusts. This is Celtis Ultra, and these are 2.5 and 3 inch trees. And we'll take a look at the block here. Nice, consistent, full-headed trees. Again, this is Celtis Ultra, 2.5 to 3 inch. Here we have a row of 1 3/4 and 2 inch Aesculus Fort McNair. And we're at the end of the row, and this may give you a little bit better look. These are 2 inch, and they're Frank's Red or Red Sunset Maples. We'll take a look at these. These are some Gymnoclades or Kentucky coffee tree, and this is a name variety called Espresso. And we're looking at 1 3/4 to 2 inch trees. Oh, look at these beauties. We're looking at 2 to 2.5 Quercus rubra. And we're going to end our field walkabout today looking at some specimen grade Japanese maples. Let's kind of pan through the field here. As you can see, these are 7 and 8 foot multi-stem, and we have quite a few of these gorgeous specimen grade trees. If you're looking for something a little smaller, here we have a 6 foot multi-stem, but you can see it's still a nicely structured, full to the bottom, nice caliper on these trunks. Well, we're ending today's walk through the Avon farms with Acer Crimson Prince. You've seen these on my last video, and they're gorgeous plants. But we wanted to keep you updated on all the great plants in the field, and we'll be digging in just a few weeks. So you want to get your order in, and be sure to check that weekly availability.